Q4, starting with October, is a very exciting time for gaming. We see lots of new games come out. We see lots of the biggest titles having spoopy season Halloween, fun events, and then sometimes you get a surprise. Like today, when Fortnite Creative Mode added a Rocket League Octane spawner and boost spawner. And that got me feeling all sorts of types of different ways, you know? But I'm a Rocket League guy, and I'm not the best player in the world. No!
Keep it up, not up.
You're so
Touch my spikes, what?
Who just typed shut up? And if you're not familiar with the fact that Rocket League is built on Unreal Engine 3, then let me bring you up to speed super quickly. Unreal Engine is the back end for how you build the game, and Psyonix Studios utilized that. Unfortunately, bad timing, right before Unreal Engine 4 came out. And Unreal Engine 5 came out recently and is even better. But it's important to note, because we're at a pivotal point in Rocket League where we now know, thanks to the Apple versus Epic court case, that Rocket League 2, Rocket League Next, the port from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 5 is in the works. And it's a little bit frustrating to me and to a lot of people that I've seen on Twitter that we're now getting Rocket League within Fortnite. So Fortnite brought Rocket League to Unreal Engine 5 before Rocket League brought itself to Unreal Engine 5. Obviously, Epic Games purchased Rocket League and Psyonix Studios, so maybe this is a proof of concept. Maybe they're testing the waters. And that got me thinking. When you think about Rocket League, you're either an OG, free-to-play player. You purchase the game for 20 bucks. It's a cool car soccer game. The esport is blowing up, and it's one of the most mechanically challenging yet rewarding games on this planet. Or you're in the second camp of players, where you didn't know it existed until it came out in free-to-play. So you played it, you tried it, you didn't like it that much. Maybe you didn't see that there was a lot of things to do, and now you don't really play it anymore. And obviously there are going to be exceptions to these rules, but those are kind of your only two options. You're either a hyper fan of this game or you tried it and don't like it. So what's the point of saying all this? Unreal Engine 5, the port from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 5, will be the saving grace for Rocket League. Think about it from the casual player's experience. What do you do in Rocket League? You play ranked. Even if you play casual, there's still an MMR attached, so it's still ranked. You know, it's looser and most people don't take it as serious, but it's still ranked. And there's extra modes, but those are also ranked. And there's private matches, but you're still just playing Rocket League. There's mutators and stuff that you can recreate the extra modes or mix and match parts of the extra modes, but you're still playing modes that already exist on maps that already exist. You can free play, train, and try to get better at skills that will help you in the ranked mode. Do you get what I'm saying here? It's all ranked. And I want to apologize ahead of time for being a little bit of a Debbie Downer in this video. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. I'm not trying to say that you're an idiot if you care about ranked, but I am trying to propose that casual players don't really have a place in the current Rocket League ecosystem. Because guess what, guys? This is one of the hardest games in the world. You don't have to look far to find people just like me who have put in easily over 4,000 hours. Yeah, we're top 1% of the world, but we still feel bad. So it's discouraging. It's not a super fun game to play unless you're willing to put in the time, put in the hours, put in the work, and take what, you know, The Rock, remember that song? Extreme Mana. So how does Unreal Engine 5 fit into this rant? Well, Unreal Engine 5 presents a better technology that can drastically improve the experience of a casual Rocket League fan. We are now experiencing online player counts that are lower than they were before free-to-play. There's nothing else to do in this game. Nothing. So Unreal Engine 5 is going to affect three main aspects of the game. The first two are nice to haves, and the third one is the bulk of the information I want to talk about. The first one is customization. Obviously, you can change the car model that you play at, which therefore has a different hitbox, which affects the overall play style. You can change your wheels, boost, your decal, toppers, antennas, but there's a lot of things that people would still like to see added, like underglow effects, which for some unknown reason, it's technical, it goes over my head. It's not really possible on the Unreal Engine 3 ecosystem, at least not in multiplayer. We're gonna see a lot of new customization options. And that's better for everyone because there is a legitimate trading community within the game, and it won't just be Underglow. There's going to be other things that I can't even think of that are going to come into play. 2, general graphic fidelity, ray tracing, all that stuff. Look, the game does not look bad. No one is going to boot up Rocket League and say, wow, that looks like dog this game, right? That's not an opinion that anyone has. Call a spade, it's not the prettiest game in the world, and guess what? Unreal Engine 3 has its limitations. And with ray tracing becoming more and more over time a household thing, we're getting RTX 40 series, we're going to get 50 series and 60 series. They're all going to focus on ray tracing and DLSS and blah, 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 blah. AMD cards are getting it too. By the way, those are also in your consoles. So that's number 2. And number 3, the big one, is creative mode / workshops / whatever you want to call it. Look, if you're on PC, you are a lucky person because you can download and play workshop maps. Workshop maps are basically modded maps that the community has come together and created through the Steam Workshop that allow you to do other things outside of traditional ranked gameplay or even casual gameplay. You're playing ping pong, volleyball, different variations of maps that already exist, different crazy training courses that can get you better at dribbles and flicks and air dribbles, and rings courses that can help you learn car control in the air as you air roll right the whole way through or air roll left. There's so many advantages to workshops, both from a competitive standpoint and the casual player base that wants to do something else besides grind ranked every waking moment of their life. I'm obviously very passionate about this because at this point I would consider myself a workshop content creator. And if that sounds weird, it's because it is. There's really only one other Rocket League content creator, and that's Lethamyr. He makes the maps, he plays the maps, and he was a former pro, so he's got the skill. He's got everything, and I'm jealous, okay? I'm a little bit jealous. But workshops are fun. Console players can't do them right now. They're not experiencing this entire world of new things to do in Rocket League. Given the architecture of Unreal Engine 3, it's not achievable on console. But with Unreal Engine 5, we will see something very similar to the Fortnite Creative Islands lists. You, me, my brother, they can make a Fortnite Creative Island, share their code, and I can jump on my Switch, on the Xbox, on the PlayStation, on the computer, on anything. And all of a sudden you start to see how the casual player base will get to enjoy these. Before I go too far, I'm going to sit here and acknowledge that workshops on Unreal Engine 3 work very differently than workshops on Unreal Engine 5. I know that there are lots of technical limitations with the way that the map files are packaged and how it differs from UE3 to UE5. Workshop map makers like Simple Shark, Kami Cowboy, and Leth are nervous. They're nervous because the current system will not work with UE5. And unless Epic / Psyonix goes out of their way to make that new system more inclusive, we will likely be stuck with a Halo Forge Fortnite creative type plug and play, here's a library of assets, have fun. And there will not be any custom assets. And a lot of the best workshop maps to this day utilize custom stuff. Lethamyr and all these guys can go into Blender, create a 3D model asset that they want, render it out in the file format that works with Unreal Engine 3, and import it into their Unreal Engine 3 map file, and it works, and it loads, and it's fine. I'm gonna get into that more in a future video. I asked these guys, they gave me some decent answers, and I wanna talk about that. Even if it gets dumbed down to like a Halo Reach Forge type system, without a shred of a doubt, that is a better gameplay experience for the community and for the casual player base. Psyonix, look, I know that you've decided to put every single egg that you own, all of the eggs from the stadiums, you collected them all and shoved them up the ass of the RLCS esports scene. But there are other people that play your game, and it would be nice to give them the ability to have fun playing your game without getting into the system where they just try for the rest of their life to get into RLCS, because that's kind of the only option. It's very hard to just casually enjoy Rocket League. Just to add to all of this is this week, a couple notable freestylers get banned, and it's collectively presumed that it was due to deranking, smurfing, right? The main point of this entire video that I'm making, Danovich summed it up perfectly. There's nothing really to do in Rocket League except grind to improve your rank. And if you don't grind, you're probably not gonna win. And if you lose all the time, you're probably not gonna have fun. You're probably gonna stop playing, and then it's GG's, right? So yeah, this was a rant. I'm not trying to come off like an ass. I know I probably am a little bit. Unreal Engine 5 presents a massive opportunity for Rocket League, for Psyonix, and for Epic Games to make Rocket League fun again. We do know that it's a multi-year project. We do know that we've only known about its existence for about a year and a half. If someone in the know could chime in the comments, let me know. Am I just pulling shit out of my ass, or is this something that makes sense? Please educate me if this isn't right. Hopefully, the main points I'm trying to make sense. If you like this style of video, I've been doing a ton of them with the Crab Champion stuff, and I really like it. So let me know what topics you'd like me to cover if you care. If you don't, that's cool. Like, sub, ring the bell, do all the fun stuff. I play workshops on stream, twitch.tv/TheeFURNAS. Doing them weekly, pretty much, depending on my mood, kind of thing. I'm making this sarcastic face. It probably looks bad. I'm squinting because I got lights. I got a light. I got a light. I got a light. I got lights. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. See ya.